হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু দ্য স্ট্রিম। কি অবস্থা সবার? কেমন আছেন সবাই? যারা যারা স্ট্রিমটা দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমটাতে একটা লাইক করে দিয়েন। চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই, আপনি কেমন আছেন? আজকের লাইকের টার্গেট হচ্ছে 50টা। তো জলদি জলদি লাইক করে দিয়েন স্ট্রিমটাতে। আজকে অনলি ডিভিশন ম্যাচ হবে। স্ট্রিমটাতে সবাই লাইক করে দেন প্লিজ। জি ভাই, সেম। তবে এটা খেলা হইলো কোনো? আমি সত্যি ডিপ্রেশনে ব্রাজিলের খেলা দিকে। লাইক করে দেন, লাইক করে দেন সবাই স্ট্রিমটাতে প্লিজ লাইক করে দেন। জার্মানি অলরেডি 6টা দিয়ে দিছে। এখন কি করবে কোচ তো দেখি, মানে বিশ্বকাপে আইসাও ইয়া নিতেছে। দাদা ডিভিশন ম্যাচ শুরু করো। জি দাদা, ডিভিশন ম্যাচ শুরু করবো। যা যারা স্ট্রিম দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমে লাইক করে দেন। দ্রুত 10টা লাইকের টার্গেটটা পূরণ করে দেন। আজকে ডিভিশন খেলবো, শুধু ডিভিশন। দেখি কতগুলো হারতে থাকি। রাফিনারে খুঁজেই পাইনি, বুঝছেন? মানে যে কয়েকটা বল দেখছি, কিন্তু এই যে বার্সাতে খেলছে ওইরকম কোনো ফিলিংসই পাইনি। মানে মিডফিল্ড থেকে তো বল ভাই উপরে আসা লাগবে, তাই না? মানে মিডফিল্ড যদি কন্ট্রোল না করতে পারে তাহলে ম্যাচ কিভাবে বের করবে? বিনি না থাকলে তো দাঁড়াই গোল খাইতো। মানে বল মিডফিল্ড থেকে যে উপরে তুলবে এই অপশন নাই। মানে বানাই যে দিবে, মানে সমানে অ্যাটাক খাইতেছে, তাইলে হইলো কিছু? ভাই মিস করছে এটা বড় কথা না, বড় কথা হচ্ছে খেলাটা তো ভাই একটু গোছানো খেলা থাকতে হবে। ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে আইসে যদি নেবরা থেবরার মতো খেলা খেলে তাইলে তো ব্রাজিল, মানে কালকে ব্রাজিলের খেলা দেখে আমার মাথা পুরো গরম হয়ে গেছে। কপাল ভালো ম্যাচটা ড্র হইছে।
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
চলেন আমরা ম্যাচটা এনজয় করি।
Really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
It's more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter. But his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Shot! Olise has it in a wide position. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Really well played. He read that perfectly. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
My ID name. Okay.
First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feet. And it's Xavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Xavi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Gerrard. Has a look and plays it forward. Thuram. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's picked his way through.
BRB Games. Perfect. Nice. Nice.
Messi. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Are.
And here's Messi.
Such good technique.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Dembele. Another pass, just Mbappe! Now that has posed
RB Games,
questions.
RB Games 1231. Okay, okay.
Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
কি পাস দিতেছে এগুলা?
It's a good ball out wide. Driving on and making good progress. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Gerrard.
ও ভাই,
Can they get him away? Spread out to the left. And that is headed for the middle. Cleared without hesitation.
কি আর করবে না?
5 minutes up.
আমাদের আর 7টা লাইক লাগে। যারা যারা এখন লাইক করেন না স্ট্রিমে প্লিজ লাইক করে দিন। আর 7টা লাইক লাগে।
Telling breakthrough moment.
মরক্কো
The midway point of the game.
Brazil certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially
বড় কোনো লিগে চান্স তাহলে দেখেন।
the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with
দেখা যাক কি হয় ভাই, প্রথম ম্যাচ তো দেখা যাক সেকেন্ড ম্যাচে কি করে।
definitely with them now.
এই জন্য
Still waiting for this to take off. It's
খুব
goalless
বেশি
at
একটা
half-time.
বেরাতে নাই। সেকেন্ড ম্যাচ দেখি কি করে। আচ্ছা, আমাদের 10টা লাইক হইতে আর মাত্র 7টা লাইক লাগে। যারা যারা এখনো লাইক করেন নাই লাইক করে দিন। বল বের করতে পারতেছি না। ম্যাচ কেমন জানি স্লো স্লো লাগতেছে। এক পাশে খেলা দেখতেছি আর এক পাশে ম্যাচ খেলি।
So into the second half.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he
बच
was
गया
under
रे
pressure.
बच गया.
They've got it again. And here's Messi. And a chance! That's another chance!
ভাই রে ম্যাচ জিততে পারবো না আমি, এত স্লো.
Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gear. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই, আগের থেকে অনেকটা বেটার. এখনো সর্দি যায় নাই, নাকের অবস্থা খুব ভয়াবহ.
Corner number 2 then. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was very necessary.
হাকিমি অনেক ভালো খেলছে.
And now they can
খালি হাকিমি রে ভাই খেলার মধ্যে.
showing great feet there. It's gone out for a throw in.
যারা এখন স্ট্রিমে লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিন.
Cruyff. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Baresi makes the interception.
স্লো যায় দেখে একটু আগে দিলাম, এবার প্লেয়ারই জানি.
Spots it and intercepts. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Dembele. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Can he finish? And that's in.
Jack.
The first
Finally.
significant strike.
যারা স্ট্রিমে দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমে লাইক করে দিন, চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো.
How does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he's managed to get free. And that's a dangerous big chance. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to
হাকিমি পুরো মাঠে আমি খালি হাকিমিরই দেখছি গেলকে.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good effort. And that would have
ভাই একটা ম্যাচ হবে আজকে, ভাই ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো না, কালকে ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলছি অনেক, আজকে একটু ডিভিশন খেলি এবার, কারণ এবার ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলাই অনেক.
Gerrard. Now it's Puskas. And Puskas! Superb from
এগুলা গোল খাওয়ার কোনো, আমার প্লেয়ার টানি একদিকে যায় আর একদিকে.
an absolute gem.
হোয়াট এ ওয়ান্ডারফুল গোল.
Game of thrills, all square.
আর আমার হলো নুলা গোল.
King of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that really is so impressive. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That's very... Puskas! Oh, that could be pivotal. Oh, that has got to be it.
এগুলা কোনো কথা? হাইস.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
আরে জার্মানি 60টা দিয়ে দিছে। ভাই আজকে ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো না, আজকে শুধু ডিভিশন ম্যাচ। আজকে শুধু ডিভিশন ম্যাচ।
Substitution for Portugal. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
জার্মানি জিতে গেছে। যারা স্ট্রিম দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমে লাইক করে দিয়েন, চ্যানেল নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো।
Number 23, Franz Beckenbauer.
Well, the two
Number
coaches
19,
are signalling changes
Neymar.
here, both at the same
Coming
time.
on the field.
Well, they've done the hard
Number
part,
18,
now to survive the last few minutes.
Number 10,
Well, what an end to the game,
Messi.
Peter. But
Number
now comes the
9,
overwhelming question. How long is there
Number
left,
2,
including stoppages?
Demichelis.
Oh,
Number
easy pickings
24,
there.
Hazard. Substitution
And
in
it's
progress.
Gerrard.
6 added
Oh,
minutes.
a lovely
has
bit
been
of skill.
indicated.
That's a sharp pass. Gerrard. Shevchenko. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. That's how
হুদাই
it
ম্যাচ।
ends. Brazil did lead.
যারা স্ট্রিম দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমে লাইক করে দিয়েন, চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো।
A defeat
এইভাবে হারলে ভালো লাগে।
by the way it came
Eh.
to pass.
5টা সেভ
Thoughts
দিছে।
on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
রোহান গেমস, ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম ব্রাদার, কি অবস্থা? দশটা লাইক দ্রুত পূরণ করে দেন সবাই। हालचाल अच्छा है, तुम्हारा क्या है? ব্রাজিল সাথে তো অত্যাচার আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, সবাই লাইক করে দিয়ে 10টা লাইকের টার্গেট পূরণ করে দেন। এখন কিছু একটা দলের সাপোর্টারদের ব্রাজিল ভার্সেস জার্মানি 14 সালের সেমিফাইনালের কথা মনে পড়বে। সাদা গইছে আজকে খেলা, জার্মানি এখনই। আমার আইডি প্রাইস কিনবেন নাকি? ভাই প্যাক রোনালদো নিবেন? না, আমার রোনালদো আছে তো। কে দেন, আমার আইডি নিয়ে নেন, অনলি ফর ইউ। ও এমনে বলতেছে আইডিয়া।
Football is of course
ও
ultimately just
আচ্ছা,
a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that.
Welcome to
The
today's
stadium
180
is
কে
full of
খরচ
buzz
হইছে।
and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very
হ্যাঁ অবশ্যই দেওয়া হবে। কালকে আমরা তো 1 ভার্সেস 1 খেলছি, আজকে শুধু ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলবো, কারণ ডিভিশন ম্যাচ এবার খেলাই হয়নি।
best equipped for this game.
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind.
Shapes to shoot! Messi! Genius!
As openings go, this is
ও
up
আচ্ছা,
there.
জি ভাই
Magnificent
180 কে।
finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He
Acha.
evidently loves the contest. He's going for goal! And that has kept the keeper on his
সবই
toes.
আছে
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And Shevchenko, he has found the way through. Shevchenko!
কি রে ভাই আমার প্লেয়ার কাজ করে না কে
And that would have been some goal.
Shevchenko really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
পুরাম মালদিনি নেস্তা ভ্যান ডাইক অলরেডি মাঠে
Brazil currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
1 versus 1 কেউ আসো চ্যালেঞ্জ খেলেন কেউ ভাইয়ের সাথে ভাই 10টা লাইকের টার্গেট পূরণ করে দেন সবাই প্লিজ স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করেন
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, now he can run away with it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nunez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And this is Shevchenko. No, no way through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now, can they get him away? Nesta. Nesta cuts out the pass. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Totti. And here's Shevchenko. Great defending, strong and determined.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's... And Shevchenko! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time.
Japan
It's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello attendees, this is
Reflections
a
on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So, no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Brazil leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
যারা যারা স্ট্রিম দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করে দিয়েন চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো
substitution for Brazil. Number 18, Mbappe.
So, into the second half.
Is number 10,
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you do well, keep it going.
Now it's Darwin.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Diaz really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
সবাই মনে হয় আজকে ব্যস্ত, বুঝছেন, এই জন্য খেলার কেউ নাই।
Substitution for Brazil. Number 22.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 20. Dembele. Coming on the field. Number 25. Ronaldinho.
Getting up there! It's a goal! Japan are level! A wonderful delivery, and all it
What
needed
a
was
goal.
touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 10. Francesco
We're looking
Totti.
at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Darwin. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's played in. Ronaldinho! Goal, Brazil! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil with the lead. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's a sharp little ball here. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
মরক্কো কালকে স্মার্ট ডাউন করে খেলছে,
And reclaimed it in a trice.
তাই
Is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's having a hit!
হাসাইলেন ভাই।
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
কথা অবশ্য খারাপ বলেন নাই,
And here's Shevchenko. Rubenega!
পুরো সেফ। আমাদের 10টা লাগে টার্গেট পূরণ হইতে আর 5টা লাগে। যারা যারা এখনো লাইক করেন নাই, প্লিজ লাইক করে দেন।
Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 11. Xavi. Number 23. Messi. Coming on the field. Number 17. Healer. Number 6. Pele.
Impressive jump. It's a good foot in there. And it's Pele. Looking to play him in.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Darwin. Good effort from distance.
এটা দেখ, আইডিটা দেখলাম আপনার,
Superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was
নাইস।
well placed
ও
to
আচ্ছা,
deal with
দেখাবো এখন।
Added minutes has been indicated.
নাইস 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 নাইস।
Pirlo. They're back in possession. And Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper. Referee
আর মাত্র 3টা লাইক লাগে, যারা যারা এখনো লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করে
What a
দিন।
game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Request for support for our
So there it
World
is.
Charity
What
Fund.
struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
আচ্ছা আমি এখন আইডি রিভিউ
Thank
করতেছি
you
না,
very
বুঝছেন?
much, Jim, for joining
আমি
me.
আমার
That
আইডিটা
brings us to the end
দেখাচ্ছি।
of our coverage. So from the booth,
যাক, এই ম্যাচটা
very
ভালো
good.
খেলা হয়েছে, কোনো র্যাঙ্ক ছাড়া, কিন্তু প্লেয়ারটা অনেক ভালো খেলছে। ওহ ওহ ওহ। আচ্ছা আমাদের আর মাত্র 2টা লাইক লাগে 10টা লাইকের টার্গেট পূরণ হইতে। এই যে আমার আইডি, এইটা টিম নিয়ে আপাতত খেলতেছি, ঠিক আছে? ভিতরে এগুলা প্লেয়ার আছে। ভিতরে এইগুলা প্লেয়ার আছে। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ এভরিওয়ান 10টা লাইকের টার্গেট পূরণ করে দেওয়ার জন্য। আমাদের নেক্সট টার্গেট হচ্ছে 20টা লাইকের। আমরা নেক্সট সমানে ডিভিশন খেলবো, দেখা যাক, আমাদের র্যাঙ্কে পৌঁছাইতে হবে, অনেকদিন ডিভিশনে রোয়ার সময় নাই, দেখি কত দূর যাওয়া যায়। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ব্রাদার, থ্যাংক ইউ। জি ভাই, জার্মানির আরেকটা 7 আপ দেখলাম। ভাই কিছু বলেন, কি বলবো ভাই? ও আচ্ছা, নিউ
Well, what a scene we have here.
লিসেমস
There's a real
নিবেন।
expectant buzz in the stadium.
আমার
Fans on the pitch
আপাতত আর
raring
কাউরে
to go
দরকার নেই।
any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice.
বুঝছেন, আগামী
And there's a real sense of
2
anticipation.
বছর আমি এইভাবেই
Game on.
খেলতে থাকি, যদি আমার টার্গেটেড কোনো প্লেয়ার আসে তাইলে আমি ট্রাই করব।
Genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That is a great pick out.
ওয়েট করি, আরো দেখি কি কি আসে।
Oh, what a mistake! That'll be a corner.
এইটা কি ছিল ভাই?
They've got
এত
a healthy
স্লো,
number of
গোল খাই দিয়ে
very
নিয়েছিলাম
tall
আমি,
targets to pick out
হুংমাং
from
করে গোল
this
খাইতেছি আমি।
corner.
He's having a go.
Well, he got rid because he was under
গেমের
pressure.
সাউন্ড আরেকটু দিলে বেটার হয়। আপনি ভলিউম বাড়াই দেন,
Fernandez
নাহলে ভয়েস শোনা যাবে না আমার।
closing in on goal. Chucky!
আমার প্লেয়ার সাইরা দিয়ে দূর মারলো হুদেই।
You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Well,
কি
it's one of
একটা
those,
জ্বালা।
Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Bangladesh are in front now. The game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't
উল্টা পাল্টা
afford
পাস
to let
খেলতাছি।
their focus slip.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable. Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Yamal. Maldini. And Yamal. And it's Xavi. And it's Neymar. And he's worked... It's Pele! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rummenigge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rummenigge!
আরে খেলা রে,
Brilliantly.
কাজ
Rummenigge
করে,
is offering a right
কি কাজ
smile
করে
there.
আল্লাহ মালুম জানে।
And there's green grass ahead of him. Cherky is flagged offside.
এখন এগুলোর অবস্থা এত বাজে। যারা স্ট্রিমে এখনো লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দেন, চ্যানেল নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো।
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Brazil making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Oh, it's
There will be
Dembele.
1 minute added time.
Dembele touches it back. And this is Dembele. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 19.
So we're underway for the second half.
Number 4.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shevchenko. Number 18, Luis
He's
Diaz.
found a way through.
Number 5.
Loose ball now, and there's a
Messi.
chase on through. It's
Number 7.
Pirlo!
Rui Costa. Substitution.
Bangladesh really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
That's put paid to the danger. Taken back almost at once. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. He's found a way through. Diaz!
দূর বালের খেলা আমার এগুলো কোনো খেলা পাস দিতে এত পাস দিতে আমার প্লেয়ার দাঁড়াই থেকে পাস দিলে
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and what
Damn.
might have just lashed out at it. He took his time and he put it.
দুইটা গোলই একেবারে খুব বাজে ভাবে খেলে
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's intervened well there. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
ওরে কোন আমি ব্যালেন্স করতে যে আমার প্লেয়ারগুলো একটা থুরবুসা বানাই দিছে
And it's Kukçu. Messi. And this is Messi.
দেখতো
Messi! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allow the
এখনো
defense
পসিবল কামব্যাক করা
to stop the attack.
ওয়েট এই 3300 সাথে যদি 3170 ফেলাই তাহলে ওয়ার্কশপ প্লেয়ারের সাথে আমার ব্যালেন্স করতে আমার প্লেয়ার নুব রয়ে যায় ফাউল গেম কোনামের এই সিস্টেম খুব বাজে
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
ব্যালেন্স করা করে আমার প্লেয়ারগুলো না পাস দেয় ঠিক মতো না কি
To replace him is number 2, Alson. Substitution in progress.
Van Dijk. Maldini. Bangladesh appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Messi gets flagged offside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Pirlo. Messi. Rijkaard does
Are.
really well to win the ball there. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Shot, surely! Oh, it's a stunning goal!
খেলা হয় এইভাবে খেলা হয়
With fun and fury, they continue.
আমার প্লেয়ার কোনো কাজই করে না
And a trademark move ends with with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter attack like that, it's like walking
Big
into
fan,
a
brother,
super
big
touch and
fan.
they're dazed.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
জি জি
heavy after the final whistle today.
এই প্লেয়ারের সাথে যদি এমনি খেলা হয় F2B প্লেয়ারের সাথে ফালাইয়া দেয় ব্যালেন্স করে একেবারে চকে পাও দাঁড়ান আগে আমাকে ঢুকাইতে হবে লেটস সি সাদেক বুঝলাম না আর্জেন্টাইন ফ্যান গুলো এরকম এত খুশি হইতেছে কে সাদেকে মনে করেন স্মৃতিচারণ করেন আবার এক পুলিশের সাথে হলাইছে বুঝছি আমার শো টাইম নিয়ে খেলতে হবে 1500 পার হইলে তারপর অন্য স্কোয়াড নিয়ে খেলতে হবে
So bring it on. Height,
একটু মনে করে
expectation, emotion.
মুলার জুস
The
খেয়ে
game
আসেন
to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
আরে কি মানে স্কোয়াড নিয়ে খেলতেই পারতেছি না র্যাঙ্কে না গেলে সম্ভব না র্যাঙ্কে না গেলে এইভাবে হারাই দিবে আমি
Dished up a
সমান
feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture, and when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's worked it through.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Xavi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then, he just took on one too many.
That's Dembele. Skillfully cut out, he is so... Dembele! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
সকালে গেছে একটা আমার অন রাত্রে আসে আরেকটা জি ভাই সার্কাস চলিতেছে সার্কাস
Xavi demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's Dembele. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? It's a threatening ball. And it's Xavi. And this is Neymar. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
যারা যারা স্ট্রিমে এখনো লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন 20টা লাইক তাড়াতাড়ি পূরণ করে দেন
Neymar ready to try one.
কারো বাসে শুধু চলতেছে স্যার
Perfect chance to extend the advantage. Neymar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Driven forward. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Nicely aimed pass.
Brazil really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Tries one from range. That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. This is Dembele. And that could set him on his way. It's a promising position.
মেসি কেমন এত স্পিডের প্লেয়ার এই বল পাইল না আজও
Just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Messi stood his ground strongly. Messi and Messi! Referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Brazil leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Yamal. Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Aimed beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil
প্লেয়ারগুলা কেমন মিসবিহেভ করতেছে মানে
it was always going to be intercepted.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Thuram. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. Xavi going face to face with his great Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in!
প্লেয়ারগুলা যে মিসবিহেভ করতেছে মেজাজটাই খারাপ হয়ে যেতেছে
Losing. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
যারা যারা স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দেন, আমাদের 20টা লাইকের টার্গেট পূরণ করে দেন।
Number 10, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 11,
So here comes a
আর মাত্র
substitution.
10টা লাইক লাগে।
coming
So
on the
that's
field,
two now without
number
reply.
9,
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
What the pass?
He'll try from distance.
গোলটা ইচ্ছে করে খাওয়াইতেছিল।
And he couldn't quite find the target.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
ভাই ফ্রেন্ডলি আজকে ফ্রেন্ডলি না ভাই, আজকে শুধু ডিভিশন।
Thuram always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Great vision. Messi carries the ball down the right. And it's Mendes. Yamal, and he shoots! And
আরেকটা
that's a
গোল খাওয়াই দিব
sharp
আমারে,
finish.
100% খাওয়াই দিব।
Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Goes for a shot. Oh, that is asking. And again.
যাক কপাল গুনা দিয়ে দিছি।
And surely now the results beyond doubt. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Hakimi, Yamal. Oh, that's a key
there will
interception.
be 5 minutes added time.
He's got away. Oh, important interception. A heavy challenge. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was
Shit.
entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
মনে হয় যে অনেক কষ্টে খেলা লাগতেছে, অনেক কষ্ট,
Having been named man of the match.
এত কষ্ট। 10 মনি বস্তা নিয়ে দৌড়াইতেছে আমার প্লেয়ার, এরকম স্লো। দেখি ডিভিশন 2-এ যাওয়া যায় কিনা আজকের মধ্যে। আমাদের 20টা লাইক পূরণ হইতে আর মাত্র 10টা লাইক লাগে। আমাদের নেক্সট টার্গেট 10টা লাইকের। প্লিজ যারা যারা এখন লাইক করেন নাই লাইক করে দিয়ে স্ট্রিমটাতে। চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো। আমরা 1K এর খুব কাছাকাছি আছি, সাবস্ক্রাইব করে হয়ে যান আমাদের ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার। ভাই বুফন তো কোনো সেভ দিতে পারতেছে না, কি যে একটা প্যারায় আছি। ওয়েট করেন, এই উইকে ওয়েট করেন, আপডেট আসলে ঠিক হয়ে যাবে। আশা করি আপডেট আসলেই ঠিক হয়ে যাবে সব। ম্যাচ এত স্লো হইলে খেলে মজা বোঝে না। মোবাইল মনে হয় যে আটকে আটকে যায়, কি একটা জ্বালা। Let's enjoy the match.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something
Pakistan,
very
brother.
special. Things already rolling. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was
জার্মানি
well
ভালো
placed
খেলা
to
দিছে
deal
ভাই।
with that.
খুশি থাকেন,
Pakistan
খুশি
win
থাকেন।
the corner. They're first. Oh, good effort! Goal! Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping
নিউজে
sight of the
পত্রিকায়
ball.
হেড করে
Made
দিল।
a classic move and read it perfectly.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Xavi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Eze clears it away. Pakistan are looking to go forward now. Well read, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with
দিলাম
him as
পিছে,
they felt
সামনে চলে
they
গেল
were
রে।
within reach, but he made nothing of
আরে
it.
টাচ
He's
অ্যান্ড
lost.
ক্লিক রে।
Goes for the shot! Denied by
খেলায় অনেক ভুল হইতেছে।
Zola really
আস্তে
must
আস্তে
be
ঠিক হয়ে
thinking
যাবে।
what he has to do to score there.
That pass has been well intercepted. Threads one in. Nunez receives it in a wide position. Deftly away. Now this could be a chance.
পাস থ্রো দিতে যে এত সময় নিতেছে,
His feet twinkling.
আনবিলিভেবল।
And he's quick to return it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. Akanji.
আর ওর অপোনেন্টের প্লেয়ার এত দ্রুত পজিশন কেমনে নিতেছে রে ভাই?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Maldini. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Keep your eyes on your children during
It's
the match
been
at
a
all
pretty
times.
tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Van Bronckhorst. Number 45, Osserman.
So right back into the action.
স্কেম আটকে গেছে।
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing
Wait.
up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Maldini is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending.
অতিরিক্ত গরমে এই সমস্যাটা হয়। এবার ক্যামেরাই তো অন হয় না। জ্বালা, এক জ্বালার উপরে আরেক জ্বালা।
Ah, that's a fine interception. And it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? And Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Silvestre.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Eze.
ওর প্লেয়ার কি স্মুথলি পাস দিতেছে, আমার কেন জানি কাজ করতেছে না, বুঝলাম না তো।
So Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached.
He's having a shot!
এরকম আদমনি ওজনের প্লেয়ার নিয়ে খেলা হয়।
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Xavi. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
আমার প্লেয়ার এত স্পিডি প্লেয়ার দৌড়াইতে গেলে এত সময় লাগতেছে।
Eze going face to face with his great rival. Oh, the movement is
আরে
slippery, the speed is slippery. The defense,
দিলাম
though,
পাস,
able to
হলো
hold on
শুট।
this time. Now he's got space here. Eze
Pakistan surely
Are.
have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Salah!
খালি গোলে যেতে চাই,
Lovely
বুঝলাম
take,
না তো
but that
বিষয়টা।
is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have
ও
chances with that
সে
kind of movement.
Solar. Gerrard.
মনটা চাইতেছে মোবাইলটা দেই আসা।
Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
কাজ
I
কর
think
রে
we're
ভাই,
about to
কাজ
see
কর,
a
কি
frenetic
সমস্যা?
finish. No half measures from here. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Messi. Xavi. Messi. And he shoots! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but
Volunteers
just
reach
one
block.
goal to show
Please
for all of
report
that.
to the staff room immediately.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty
এগুলা
clear.
খেলা ধর,
So thank you very
ফ্রেন্ডলি
much
ম্যাচে
Jim,
কি
for joining
স্মুথলি
me.
খেলা যায়, আর বালের ডিভিশন ধরলে এত স্লোলি খেললে মেজাজটা খারাপ হয়ে যেতেছে। যারা স্ট্রিমটাতে এখন লাইক করেন নাই, প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন। চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো। আপনার মোবাইলের নাম কি? S24 আলট্রা? 10 মনি ওজনের প্ল্যান নিয়ে খেলতাছি, পাস দিলে মনে করেন যে 2 সেকেন্ড লেটে পাস দিতেছে। আমাদের 1K খুব কাছাকাছি আছি। প্লিজ যারা যারা এখনো সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন নাই সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিন, আর মাত্র 35টা
Well,
সাবস্ক্রাইব
football is
লাগে।
of course ultimately just a game,
সো
and the
সাবস্ক্রাইব
next
করে
2
হয়ে যান আমার
hours
ফ্যামিলি
might
মেম্বার।
feel like
Welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium
লেটস
is full of
সেলিব্রেট
noise and
1K।
energy. This
কেমন
certainly
আছেন ভাই?
matters.
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। ফারুক ভাই আপনি কেমন আছেন?
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born with.
There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Listen,
কোনো সার নাই ভাই, ম্যাচ জেতা হইলো কথা।
precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's in a good position here. And Shevchenko!
Shevchenko made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Neymar! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
20টা লাইক হইতো আমাদের আর কিছু মাত্র লাইক লাগে। যারা যারা এখন স্ট্রিমে লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন।
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Neymar. Adams
বুঝছি,
did well to emerge with
আমারই
the ball.
সমস্যা।
That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Just a keeper chance! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence, win good ball, and they're in.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost half an hour in now. And the shot's on here.
পিলের বল ধরতে যায় আটকে জায়গা, বুঝলাম না।
Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho.
ও শিট।
Ronaldinho. And it's Serginho. And it's Thuram. Xavi. And here's Dembele. Dembele purring. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil have their third corner. Cross in, looks like a good one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's quick to return it. That is good alertness.
খেলার অবস্থা বেগতিক।
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Xavi. Neymar. And here's Dembele. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
2 added
And this
minutes
is
has
Xavi.
been indicated.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and there Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
ভাই মোবাইল কিনেছি, এটা ভালো হবে নাকি আইফোন প্রো ম্যাক্স? মোবাইল কোনটা কিনছেন ভাই?
So a temporary halt to the action. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just
কোনটা
seen.
মোবাইল কিনছেন সেটা আগে বলেন।
Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Brazil producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0.
Substitution
ও
on the
14
field.
প্রো ম্যাক্স কেন ভালো হবে না? ভালো তো।
Rivaldo. Number 9.
So we're underway for the second
Messi.
half.
Number 4. Ronaldinho. Number 23. Adams.
Brazil ran themselves into the
14 প্রো ম্যাক্স তো ভালো মোবাইল।
Fernando Torres.
No way through.
Danny
আরামসে ফুটবল
He
খেলতে
has
পারবেন।
found the way through. Oh, this is a great position.
Number 6.
রিল্যাক্সে ফুটবল খেলতে পারবেন, রিল্যাক্স,
Substitution in progress.
উইদাউট এনি প্যারা।
Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge.
হোয়াট এ
Shot it,
পাস!
and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nicely aimed pass. No, he refuses to take the bait. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance for a shot!
আমি জানি আমার অপোনেন্টের সাথেও সেম থিং হইতেছে। এর আগের ম্যাচে যেটা আমার সাথে হইছে।
They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Ah, he's given it away. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bangladesh are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Great chance!
নাইস।
Well taken goal. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bangladesh get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Now it's Drogba. Maldini. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And with the goal at his mercy, a
আমি
dreadful
প্র্যাকটিস
miss.
করি অপোনেন্ট তাও
We've all been there.
বাইরে দিয়ে
Not
শুটে
gonna make
পারে।
him feel much better at
চিল।
Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. This is a promising build-up.
একটু খেলে চার্জের ব্যাকআপটা কম পাবেন, বাট
looking to get the team
কি রে
going.
বল ছেড়ে দিতেছে,
2 added minutes.
তাছাড়া
2
সব ঠিক
minutes to
আছে।
be added on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what...
ভাই রাত জেগে ব্রাজিলের ম্যাচ দেখা সার্থক। সার্থক হবেই তো ভাই। সবাই স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করে দিয়েন। 20টা লাইক হইতে আর মাত্র 8টা লাইক লাগে, যারা এখন লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন। চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো, আমরা 1K এর খুব কাছাকাছি আছি।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch
ভাই
are
আমার
raring
সাথে
to
যা
go
চলতেছে
any minute now.
আর কি কালেকটিভ স্ট্রেংথ কমে রাখছি বট প্লেয়ার
Just
নিয়ে,
listen to that noise. This place is definitely on
নইলে আমার
gear.
প্লেয়ার সব
Let's
10
hope
মনি
we get a
ওজনের হয়ে
contest
থাকে।
worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Alessandro Costa Curta.
খেলা দেখেন তাহলে বুঝতে পারবেন,
Classic centre-backs proceed.
তারপরেও সেম
His
অবস্থা।
game is never really about athleticism, power, and the physical stuff. He never has to let it.
Takes a shot! Off the post! Big
তারপরেও
moment!
সেম
Massive
অবস্থা।
goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's
আমার
almost as if
প্লেয়ার
he
আন্দাজে
saw
একদিকে
nothing
দৌড়ানো
coming.
শুরু
They
করে।
just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Adriano at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. This is a promising build-up. Well, that looks a decent ball. Xavi. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xavi.
এমবাপ্পের বাচ্চা বলটা ধরলেই গোল লাগে জায়গা। বল
Portugal
ধরা
play.
দিয়ে সাইরা আছে দেখছেন?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well
আরে
played,
সামনে
well
পাস
stopped.
কেমন পিছনে দেয়।
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Batistuta!
যেন দিকে শুট দেয় অন দিকে গোল হইতেছে, মানে একটা ম্যাচ জিতা দিতেছে আর একটা ম্যাচ হারাইতেছে।
That is a gem! An absolute gem!
ও না আমি
They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
কেমনটা যে লাগে।
The contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Mbappe.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looks a smashing ball.
বলই আটকাইতে
Playing back
দিতেছে না।
swiftly. And here's Neymar. And that should get the job done. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pele.
আরে
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't
কাজ না করলে
their backs to goal.
Well, the idea was a good one.
খেলার মায়ের
Execution
বাপ।
of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
অপোনেন্ট পাওয়ার শুট নিতে পারতেছে আর আমি নরমাল পাস নিতে আমার আধা ঘন্টা লাগাইছে।
Pele, chance here to counter. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
আমার প্লেয়ারের সি পাস আবার দিয়ে দিকে শুট মেরে গোল, আর আমার প্লেয়ার বল ধরতে না যায়। হাই ভোল্টেজের প্লেয়ার কি দরকার? এগুলাস প্লেয়ার সবগুলোরে বাইর করে
All he
রেখে
needs
দিল।
to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45
যদি
minutes?
খেলা না যায় তাহলে এই জন্য আমার ডিভিশন খেলতে মন চায় না।
So far, Peter, if it ain't broke, don't
Wow.
fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Announcement.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Member of staff. Substitutions taking place.
একদম ঠিক, একদম ঠিক, এগুলা পোলিও খায় নাই।
We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for
এটা
it,
কোনো
try and
পাস?
win back, but they also have to be aware
পেলের
that
মনে
one free
ফিনোমিনাল
kick
পাস।
will probably seal their fate.
প্লেয়ার আমার বাইরে হয়ে গেছে কত দূর।
Zaghi is up. It's Inzaghi! It's a loose ball. And that has put paid to that. He's rising! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Simple, certain, effective.
অ্যাবনর্মাল ম্যাচ খেলে কোনো লাভ আছে?
He did so well there, attack.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
এই স্ক্রিপ্টের শোধনে
Match day programs are available.
সব শো টাইমের খেলবো আমরা এখন। এবার দেখি খেলার কি অবস্থা হয়। একটা অর্কেস্ট্রা, একটা বক্স টু বক্স। এবার দেখি, চলেন লেটস সি পেলে নুবরা না কি হয়, এবার তাই বলবো। জিকে এপিক, জিকে এপিকই থাকতো, জিকে নাই তো আমার। জিকে নাই, জিকে থাকলে হইতো। চলেন শুরু করি এবার। আশা করা যায় ওই স্কোয়াডের থেকে ভালো খান, মোর দ্যান 10 টাইমস। অপোনেন্ট রেডি দেয় না, কেমন লাগে খায়ালাম পুরা।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Brazil.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a
Van Nistelrooy! And it's Vitinha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Big chance!
What a goal, কি smooth.
And a trademark move ends with the
কুনামির বাচ্চা মানুষ হবে না।
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neymar looking to play him in.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Calafiori, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Short changes him with that pass. Ronaldo has the space to scheme. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Great chance! And that's a good finish. Portugal are level. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Son Heung-min. And he's intervened well there. That has not gone well. Vitinha driving forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Nistelrooy. Neymar. And this is Son Heung-min. Played out to the left flank. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Portugal leading now.
আরে কে স্কোরও সেম অবস্থা ধর
And all of a sudden, bang.
একটা
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
আরে কি পাস দি আমি
Now it's Mbappe.
Minutes has been indicated.
And he skips, tries from a long way out.
একটা গোল দিয়ে দুটো গোল খেয়ে বসে আছি
We've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Oh, that just about sorts out the
Bull
first
pass
5
out.
minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Son Heung-min. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Bellingham. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. This is a promising build-up. Spread out to the left. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
বাবুরে
Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And now the breakaway. Van Nistelrooy. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at this. Takes a shot! And that's a shot!
হাতি কি গর্তে পা পড়লে যেরকম হয় নাকি একটা কথা আছে না আমার অবস্থা হইছে ওইরকম
Right in the face of adversity, you couldn't ask for much more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Marquinhos. And here's Son Heung-min. He has found the way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cristiano Ronaldo, with a reputation for taking on any shot. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Messi
There will be 1 minute added time.
tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe.
তাও ষোলো খেলার থেকে খেলা তো গেছে
So it's ended all square.
ওই স্কোয়াড নিয়ে তো খেলাই জানি এটা দিয়ে তাও তো খেলতে পারছি এটাই তো অনেক
How would you summarize what
ভাই নেটওয়ার্কে গ্রাফ নিচে থাকলেও তো প্লেয়ার ওই রকম স্লো কাজ করে নাই
Peter, there were plenty of
মেইন স্কোয়াড দিয়ে খেলাই যাইতেছে না
should have been made of.
এইটাই ভাই কোনামি এই স্কোয়াড দিয়ে তাও কোনো মতে খেলতে পারতেছে ভাই প্লেয়ার গুলা কাজ করতেছে কিন্তু মেইন স্কোয়াড দিয়ে কোনো খেলাই যাইতেছে না আমারে কোনামি পুশ করতেছে প্লেয়ার কেন আমারে কোনামি পুশ করতেছে প্লেয়ার কেন কি একটা জ্বালা যেগুলা প্লেয়ার কাজ করতেছে না তে প্লেয়ার নেই ফির দেখেন যে যখন ডিভিশন 1 পার হয়ে যাবো তখন স্মুথলি খেলা যাবে
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
আর মাত্র 6টা লাইক লাগে আমাদের 20টা লাইকে টার্গেট পূরণ নিতে যারা এখনো লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিন
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively.
He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time.
মানে পাস দিতে দিতে আউট হয়ে গেল, প্লেয়ার বল ধরার নাম নাই। বুঝলাম না কোন নামে কি বিটরে শুরু করছে নাকি?
De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what a... Mbappe! Goal! Brazil!
না,
Brazil take
সিরিয়াসলি
the lead.
খেলতে হবে, এরকম মজা করে খেলতেছি তো
So
হইতেছে না।
precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldinho. Now it's Drogba.
ভ্যান্ডাইকের রক্ষা কাজটা করলো কি?
Mbappe. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Applies the finish! Alonso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. And it's De Bruyne. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! And that has fair fizzed. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to belt it away. Short changes him with that pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Goulet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nice bit of trickery. Now it takes a shot! And that is
What a
certainly not
finishing.
what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Kimmich.
আমি নিজেও জানি না কোনটার স্ট্যাটস কি।
That is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please turn your attention
How's the
to
first
the
half
screen
compared
for
with your
information
expectation?
provided by the
Haven't
local
played
police.
that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Brazil can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we are back underway. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Gerrard! Neymar. Tries to... Big chance! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Corner number 2 then.
অনলি ডিভিশন আজকে।
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. De Bruyne. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, great chance! Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away.
আজকে
There's the
শুধু
goal
ডিভিশন
there we
হবে।
were looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Calafiori can see things others simply cannot. Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out. Goulet.
এগুলা পাস দিতেছে না,
It's Gerrard!
সবাই ঘুমায়,
That's a terrific hit.
আজকে সবাই খেলা দেখতেছে।
Calafiori. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Goulet. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's Son Heung-min. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up
Oh,
for the
bhai.
counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a searching pass. Xabi Alonso calmly anticipates. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Son Heung-min, that is a brilliant interception. Brazil have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Olise, and it's Ronaldinho. Gerrard, great defending, strong and determined. And this is Son Heung-min. That has not
There
gone
will
well.
be 1 minute added time.
Tries from distance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria.
আর মাত্র 6টা লাইক লাগে, যারা যারা স্ট্রিমে এখনো লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন।
A really satisfying day's
And a
work.
quick reminder today to
Mbappe
please take
picking
all
up
the
the man of the
documents
match
Wow.
award,
by the
and
entrance
no
gates.
surprise
Thank
there.
you.
যাক আমরা 1300 পার করলাম, ঠিক আছে, দে শো টাইম দিয়ে কত দূর যাওয়া যায়। ধন্যবাদ ভাই। এখন ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলতেছে, এখন কোনো ফ্রেন্ডলি চলবে না, এখন শুধু ডিভিশন। যেদিন ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো সেদিন শুধু ফ্রেন্ডলি, জান। ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলেন, ডিভিশন। তাও তো কথা, ফ্রেন্ডলি ম্যাচ খেললে কে দেখবে?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Brazil against Palmeiras.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. João Cancelo. Oh, sweet feet. Now this great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. That's an imaginative pass. Good read, needed to be. The less said about that pass, the better. Pass somewhat off target. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And it's Arda Güler. And he's decided to go for it. Costa Curta. And Iniesta. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Calafiori. Neymar. He's found a way through. Deftly away. Rummenigge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Goal! Palmeiras! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Tries to play it through.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of...
Luis Suarez! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Palmeiras are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
কোনো ফাউল নাই।
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 13, Darwin Núñez. Coming on to replace him is...
So the action resumes.
Son Heung-min.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neymar gets into a good position. Bellingham. He'll try from distance. Sensational from Bellingham. That is a gem, an absolute gem. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly...
It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
কি খবর
I think that's
পিয়াম
the
ভাই?
same. Yes, it
কি
is.
অবস্থা? এই টাচ এন্ড ফ্লিক খেলতে খেলতে তো ভালোই লাগতেছে, কিন্তু সমস্যায় পড়ে গেছি।
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Mbappe! And want to be quick to
ও
recover
ভাই,
this. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there.
আপনিও কোন 14 সালের স্মৃতি মনে পড়ে গেছে?
Pass has been well intercepted. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min!
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. He is through here. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
জি, জার্মানির ছেলেরা তো মজা নিবেই।
Palmeiras with their first corner.
বাবারা চাচাদের সাথে খেলতে আসলে যা হয়।
Mbappe! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Son Heung-min is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Calafiori wriggles his way through. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
এটাই তো ভাই খারাপ ভাই জানি
Wayward.
দিছে। বুঝলাম না, আমার লাইক সমানে কমে যাইতেছে কেন? 15টা লাইক থেকে 60টা লাইকে নেমে আসছে। সবাই কি চুক্তি দিছে নাকি
That will
লাইক আনলাইক
be
করে
it.
দেওয়ার?
In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Brazil desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই,
thanks to
আপনার
Jim
কি
for
অবস্থা?
his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.
যারা স্ট্রিমটা দেখছেন প্লিজ স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করে দিয়েন, চ্যানেলটা নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো। লাইক আসিল 15টা সবাই, ওরে শালা। থ্যাংক ইউ এভরিওয়ান, থ্যাংক ইউ। খালি ম্যাচ হচ্ছে রে।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way. Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it...
Shot goal! And again! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that is a nice touch. McAllister. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Neymar. Driving on and making good progress. He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
এই কন্ট্রোলিং এ যে আমার ঝামেলা হইতেছে ধর।
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bellingham. Brazil are behind here despite their domination of possession. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Dembele. Goulet is the team's great visionary. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Son Heung-min. And he is dashing away.
আমরা জমিদার বাবলাটাই খাই কি কারণ আছে জি ভাই জি
Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
বারের খেলা খেলবো না
Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
এটা দিয়ে দুই ম্যাচ ভালো খেললাম নাই আবার শুরু করে দিছে এইগুলা দিয়েও খেলা যায় এটা কোনো কথা
And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 5, Goulet.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring.
There's the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Kimmich with the short one.
অপোনেন্ট স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টের
Now
সাথে
a
ফলাইছে
sudden
মানে
chance to counter.
বুঝলাম না আমার না স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টের সাথে ইয়ার
Defending
পড়তো
strong
না
and determined. Dembele, it's Dembele!
Dembele just dropped the
প্লেয়ারের
shoulder
পাসের
to
দাগ অটোমেটিকলি ফুল
engineer
হয়ে
the
যেতেছে
fate.
নীল
Now
থেকে
he'll
লালে
have to shoulder the blame.
মানে স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টের মতো খেলতেছে হাউ
Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. De Bruyne. Brazil have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Neymar. Neymar becomes a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And for the first half, that is that. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 8, João Cancelo. Number 10,
Gets us going once more.
coming on the field.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too...
Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. It's all becoming so,
আমি খেলা পারি না
so
না
easy.
কি সমস্যা আরে
And
ফাকিং
that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any
এইভাবে হয় হ্যাঁ দেখি এবার ইয়া চেঞ্জ করি আগে আরে এমন একটা অবস্থা মনে হয় যে আমি খেলতেই পারতাছি না ইস, আমার প্লেয়ার কোনো কাজই করতেছে না ও ভাই একদম ঠিক আমিও একমত আপনার সাথে Let's see. আচ্ছা ম্যানেজার চেঞ্জ করি আগে। কুইক কাউন্টার কেন? কুইক কাউন্টার স্ট্রিম করলে দেখি সবাই ম্যাচ জেতে আর জেতে, আর আমি এমন লার্নিং করতেছি, মানে শিখতে শিখতে খালি হারতেই আছি হারতেই আছি। করবো ম্যাচ পড়ুক আগে। মানে যেই স্কোয়াড ফুল করে নিলাম আর ফেলাইলো এমন ইয়ের সাথে, ঘুরে ফিরে যেই লাও সেই কদিই হবো আবার। দেখা যাক কি হয়। বুঝলাম না, সবাই লাইক ছিল 15টা, 9টা হয়ে গেল কাকে, কি এক জ্বালা। ডিসলাইক পার্টি কোথা থেকে যে এলো এরা।
Well, what a scene we have
লাইক
here.
করেন লাইক
There's
করেন,
a
সবাই
real
স্ট্রিমটাতে লাইক করে
expectant
দেন।
buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Milan have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that.
Okafor! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
Shapes to shoot! Goal, Milan! Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Eto'o. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Brazil are really in a position where patience
Amon
and
দিয়ে
prudence will
বল
serve them
যায়।
best. Time's on their side.
Guardiola. Scholes. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Milan definitely have a
আমার
look
সাথেই
of
খেলতেছে
a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is
They-
clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ball swung. Oh, good glide. Denied by an instinctive
নোহা
save.
নাফিস
That's very,
এখন
very
ডিভিশন
good.
ম্যাচ
Can't
খেলতেছি
ask
ভাই,
for
ও
much more than that.
ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো না এখন।
Milan have their second corner
ফ্রেন্ডলি
now.
খেললে যে এত আরামসে খেলা যায়, ডিভিশন ম্যাচের যে কি সমস্যা।
Neymar attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good strength. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's looking to catch him up. And here's Xavi. Thuram. Out for a throw.
আসো বলে আউট হয়, পাস থ্রো যাই দেই সব একেবারে জগা কিছু।
Oh, good looking ball.
আর আমার মাল দিন না হিট করে দাঁড়াই থাকে
That's tidy.
কথা।
Well, the
2
defence
added
proved
minutes has been
infallible then.
indicated.
But that won't be the last they'll see of him. We are into stoppage time. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement.
Brazil
We'd like to
trailing
inform
by
you
the
that
tightest of
CCTV
margins
is
at
now in
half-time.
operation for your safety.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been
সমস্যা
very
নাই,
flat
ধরতে
and the
থাকুক।
supporters
আমি
have had little to
আমার
cheer
টাচ অ্যান্ড
about,
ফ্লিকটা
so an
শিখি।
awful lot of
ফ্রেন্ডলি
questions.
ম্যাচ যখন আপনাদের সাথে খেলি তখন মনে হয় যে না আমি ডিভিশন খেলার উপযুক্ত টাচ অ্যান্ড ফ্লিক দিয়ে,
So that's it for the first half.
কিন্তু
And
ডিভিশনে
every
আসলে ও
pace
মা আর
being
কাজ
well
করে না রে,
progressed.
কোনামি আমারে চকে পোয়া করে দিতেছে।
Substitution for Milan. Number 18, Okafor.
So
Coming on
right
the
back into the
field
action.
is Number 21.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
পাঁচটা দিল কত স্লো।
Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Xavi. Brazil
যাক, হারি
ran
কন্ট্রোলিংটাই
themselves
আগে
into the
শিখি,
proverbial
তারপর
cul-de-sac
দেখা।
there. It's a promising position. And there's the shot! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he will.
And Torres! It's a goal!
আমাদের পিং 200 প্লাস।
And things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
কামন দিয়ে দেবে পুরো তো না।
Doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
এইভাবে কখনো খেলা
Nicked
হয়?
away. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It is a corner.
এইভাবে কখনো খেলা হয়? মজা নেন। ক্লাসিক কন্ট্রোলেই খেলা। ভাই প্লেয়ার বের করবেন না? কোন প্লেয়ার ভাই বের করবো?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium.
ডিভিশনের প্লেয়ার যেটা দেয় না, ওগুলো আমি নেই না। আমি ডিভিশন খেলাই না, তেমন খেলা যায় না ভাই। ডিভিশন এই জায়গায় এইরকমই চলে।
So we're up and running. They appear to be shaping up in a
ডিভিশন খেলি না,
Well, what I like about
মেজাজ
this
খারাপ হয়ে
system,
যায়।
Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And this is Neymar. And he's there to retrieve it. Not the most convincing of passes. Yaya Toure. Now there's a fine ball. Real chance here. And he's gone backward here.
সার্কাস খেলতে হবে অপোনেন্টের সাথে।
Quarter of an hour played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
খেলে
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not getting
আমরা একসাথেই খেলি।
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible.
টিকি টাকা খেলতে থেকে
Won't be
অপোনেন্টের
the
সাথে।
last they'll see of him. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take and a good air. Dembele! It's and again. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this is Forlan.
ভালো একটা চান্স ছিল।
Well, he
আমার
was clearly
কন্ট্রোলিং এর কারণে অনেক কিছু
I
মিস
think
করি
the
আমি।
opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter!
দেখতেছি না, দেখা যাক।
And there is your opener. Wonderfully smooth.
টাচ অ্যান্ড ফ্লিক তো
smart
খেলি
and
নেই, খেলতেছি তো 1.5
It's the
সপ্তাহ
stuff
থেকে
you
টাচ অ্যান্ড
work
ফ্লিক।
on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Half-time getting close now. Neymar. Xavi. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, good finish.
টাচ অ্যান্ড ফ্লিক ইজিলি মুভমেন্ট, ড্রিবলিং, পাসিং
Time at all.
Well,
অনেক
it's so
স্মুথ।
refreshing. They win a goal
মনে
down,
করেন যে
and
মন
then
যা
the
চায় তাই
goal
অনেক
gets
ইজিলি
it
করা
very
যায়, মানে আর কি ভালো লাগে আমার।
emphatic.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
বাটন খোঁজার কোনো প্যারা নাই যে কোন বাটনের কাজ করলো বা না করলো।
This is a exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've so...
And that brings the
বুঝেন
first
নাই
half to a close.
এটাই টাচ
So
এন্ড
it's all
প্লের
square.
সুবিধা
Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish
আমি
a
জাস্ট
little more
প্রেমে
control
পড়ে
in the
গেছি
second
টাচ এন্ড
half.
প্লের
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
বেন্ডিক গোল
Oh, well measured. Oh, it's Fuller! He's delivered!
আপনার কমেন্ট দেখতে দেখতে আমি বেন্ডিক গোল খেয়ে
There
গেলাম
we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory. He's just managed the apple on top of the tree. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Inter Milan leading now. Xavi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
তাই নাকি
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Fuller! That has not gone well. Fuller, and he shoots!
অপোনেন্টের পাস পজিশন কি সুন্দর আর আমার প্লেয়ার কই কই থাকতাছে আল্লাহ মাহবুব জানে
Absolute peach.
ম্যানেজারের সমস্যা না কি
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, that
Nice.
is a
Touch
slick
and flick এর
finish,
মজাই আলাদা।
gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hazard. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Xavi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Bale. Rijkaard. McTominay. Now it's Bale. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Hazard.
শুধু শুটের একটু লেট হয়ে
They're really getting no time to...
না শুটেও তো আমার কাছে প্যারা লাগে না ডিভিশন খেলতে অনেক ঝামেলাইতে ফ্রেন্ডলি ম্যাচে খুব সুন্দর খেলা যায় কিন্তু ডিভিশনে পারতাছি না ডিভিশনে খেলাই যায় না
Neymar. Looking to play him in.
আমার ভালো নেট ইউজ করা ছাড়া ডিভিশন পুশ দেওয়া
It's Pele!
অনেক কষ্টে কয়েকবার ডিভিশন একে গেছিলাম
That could be a costly
প্যারা লাগে দেখে আর খেলি না
How decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
মেজাজ যে পরিমাণে খারাপ হয়
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
সবকিছু ইজি ভাই
So good.
কন্ট্রোলিং বল হইলে আমার কাছে ইজি দিতে
Messi
পারতেছে
looking understandably energised after his goal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Xavi. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way.
আসেন আপনি আর একটা
Time is
হয়ে
up,
যাক
and
ভাই
there goes the whistle.
আজকে ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো না ভাই
Were
আজকে
a
দেখি
team not
কতগুলো
short
হারতে
of
পারি
effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How do you
And
look
a
back
quick
on the game then,
announcement
Jim?
today that
Well, there was a
memorabilia from
distinct
today's
lack
match
of
is now on
clarity
sale
or
in the
commitment
stadium hall.
in everything the
উইক
players
কাউন্টারে আরো
were
প্যারা
trying to
লাগতেছে
do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were
এই সমস্ত
ruthlessly
প্লেয়ারের কাছে
exploited
ম্যাচ হারা
and
লাগে
deserved to be.
স্ট্রিম করে আমি একজন পারসন যে সমানে ম্যাচ হারে বুঝছেন আমি জানি আমার খেলাতেও সমস্যা আছে, কারণ আমি যেহেতু শিখতেছি, যার কারণে আমার মাইন্ড অনেক কিছু কাজ করে, বুঝছেন? শুধু জেতার ফোকাসে নাই আমি, যার কারণে প্রবলেম হয়। চলেন একটা জেতার জন্য ম্যাচ খেলি। ম্যানুয়াল ম্যানুয়াল শিখতেছি। পিওর ম্যানুয়াল খেলতেছি, পিওর ম্যানুয়াল। কেবল 1.5 সপ্তাহ, যাক আরো কিছুদিন, 2-3 মাস তো লাগবেই হাতে কন্ট্রোলিং মাসেল বিল্ড আপ হইতে। চলেন একটা জেতার জন্য ম্যাচ খেলি। কনফার্ম গোল অনেক মিস হয় ভাই আমার, যেমন পাস মিস করতেছি, আমি থ্রো মিস করতেছি। এগুলা যখন হয়ে যাবে না, যে আমি জানতাছি যে ওই সোজায় দিতেছি, কিন্তু তারপর আমার বলাইতেছে অনেক সময় আমি শুট দিমু, শুট না দিয়ে আমার পাস হয়ে যাইতেছে পিছন দিকে। এগুলো যখন ঠিক হয়ে যাবে, মাসেল বিল্ড হয়ে যাবে, তখন এমনিতেই ঠিক হয়ে যাবে।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Borussia Dortmund against Argentina.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
এটা কিন্তু জেতার জন্য ম্যাচ খেলবো, চলেন।
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who could make the difference?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and
Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's taking no chances there. Throw it. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Xavi powering forward here. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Totti. Toure is the guilty party there.
কোথায় যে কারে মারে ফেললো কে জানে।
But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And here's Batistuta. That's the keeper's ball. Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. And he's quick to return it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And this is Totti. Now the less said about that pass, the better. Nesta. That's a throw. Yeah, can see things, others simply cannot. Totti shifted it to the flank. Yeah. He's had it taken off him. Minutes till half-time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's had it nicked away. It's Cristiano! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Argentina!
আমার গোল কি ওই জায়গায় পাক পারে?
And it's Argentina in front.
এই হলো অবস্থা।
Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
আমার গোল কি ওই জায়গা থেকে ওই জায়গায় দৌড়ে যে ধরতে পারলো না, আর প্লেয়ার দৌড়েই যায় শুটে গোল দিয়ে দিল।
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he thumps it clear. There's a sharp little ball here. Totti.
ভাই এগুলো হলো কোনামির
Cristiano
স্ক্রিপ্ট,
Ronaldo. Real chance.
বুঝছেন?
Split second
ব্যালেন্সলেস।
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he can thump it away. That's the throw. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dembele is the team's great visionary.
2 added minutes
And they've
has
got
been
rid.
indicated.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half. with
জেতার
just the
জন্য
one
খেলেও
decisive
লাভ কি? এই
moment.
সমস্ত
It's been
ম্যাচ,
compelling stuff.
এই
Borussia Dortmund
এই
trailing
সমস্ত
by
গোল
the
খেলে
slightest
মন
margin
মানসিকতা
to
এমনি
half-time.
নষ্ট হয়ে যায়।
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then. Shot a goal! Yeah, that's a sharp pass. And it's De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely
কেমনটা
intercepted.
লাগে?
Pele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Pele. Yeah. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread neatly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
খেলতেই পারতেছে না ভাই।
Fallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Just eases him off the ball. And this is Messi. He might be in here. Vieira. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. And with the match slipping away.
ওগুলাতে কাজ করবে না,
Hold themselves off the canvas.
ওগুলা আমার খেললে আরো খেলা স্লো হয়ে যায়।
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to
আমার
think about
পাশে
it too much.
ইয়াতে সমস্যা।
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
কন্ট্রোলিং এর সমস্যা তো আছেই।
Don't you just love the
এটা
level
বড়
of
ফ্যাক্ট না,
intensity
বড়
here?
ফ্যাক্ট হচ্ছে
Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
এটা চাইলে ইজিলি গোল দেওয়া যেত,
And no!
পাকনামি
He
করলাম
had
আর কি,
to, and yet he could
ব্রেন
not.
কাজ করে নাই,
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which
ব্রেন কইছে
next
বেশি
goal
কাল
is the
দেয়।
winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Borussia Dortmund have themselves a chance from the spot.
ম্যাচ উইন, ম্যাচ উইন, ম্যাচ উইন, ম্যাচ উইন,
Can he?
জেতার জন্য খেলে তো ম্যাচ উইন। কোন দিকে মারমো বলেন?
The comeback is complete.
ভাল লাগলো না বিষয়টা?
Not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Oh, it's Dembele.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was
Oh, great feat, that.
Dembele. And that's
कैसा लगा मेरे मजाक?
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Pele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly
জি ভাই, এই ফুটবলে যদি হারার র্যাঙ্ক থাকতো আমি টপ 10 কেন ভাই, টপ 3 এর মধ্যে থাকতাম।
Only one team could win this, certainly in the last few
যেহেতু
minutes.
লার্নিং
They didn't
মোডে
always
আছি,
make it
একটু
hard for
টাইম
themselves, but
লাগবেই,
sometimes you just have to win games whatever
ঠিক
way
আছে?
you can.
চলেন আমরা আরেকটা ম্যাচ জিতি, একটু আমরা জেতার জন্য খেলি, কি বলেন? ঠিক আছে, এখন আপনারে মরক্কোর মধ্যে অ্যাটাক দিব। চলেন জেতার জন্য ম্যাচ খেলি, আরেকটা ম্যাচ।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
আপাতত আমি
Well, colour
নামাইতেছি না
and
ইচ্ছে করে,
oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a piece
প্র্যাকটিস
of it.
করতেছি তো এই জন্য ব্যান্ডেজারে দিয়ে রাখছি।
And we're underway. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes.
আমরা কিন্তু এখন জেতার জন্য খেলবো, সো কোনোভাবেই হারা যাবে না।
Argentina really
Okay.
are good at what they're doing. They'll
তো
gladly
সবাই
take
সিট
any
বেল্ট পরে নেন।
opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Messi, driving on and making good progress. And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something
প্লিজ
so
কাল
much more.
মার্সেলো, প্লিজ কাল মেসি।
Yaya Toure. Van Dijk. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get free. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it.
ব্যাপার না।
Like that.
Lionel Messi.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect.
1K
Peter. It'll be
giveaway কি
fascinating
দিবেন?
now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Real chance!
1K গিভওয়ে একটা দিতে চাইছিলাম, সেটা টার্গেট পূরণ হয় নাই।
The idea was really smart from me.
দেখি 1K পূরণ হোক, তারপর কি অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট করা যায়।
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Xavi. That's going wide left. Vieira. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Scholes wins the duel this time. Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. And he's well positioned here. Dembele! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. Very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Dembele. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. But here's Messi. Love it. It's Dembele! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Messi. Now it's Yamal. And this is Batistuta. He is having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Yamal, cross needs to... Oh, good effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
There will be 1 minute
And
added
claimed
time.
it back swiftly. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Immediately.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 6, Scholes. Coming on the field is number 7.
So off we go again.
Berbatov.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Now it's Messi. Toure makes the
ভালো
interception.
হয়েছে তো, 2-2 ড্র হয়েছে।
Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was
কেমনে
easy,
এগুলা সম্ভব?
almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
রাইখে দিছে খেলা শিখিয়ে গে তারপর।
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pele.
প্লেয়ারের বাউন্স।
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's gone out for a throw-in. He has found the way through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pele. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to
আমি
decision.
প্লেয়ারের টান করাইতে পারতেছি।
Initially, he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Yaya Toure.
এই যে এই টানগুলা সুন্দর হয়।
Just
That's
now
an
up to
absolute good
75
channel like this.
minutes. Pele. Space for him to turn and look. And this is Xavi. Skims one in. And he's made sure
ইজি
that's
গোল
not
ছিল
going
এটা তাই।
through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way through. Pepe clears. That's been slipped through. And this is Messi. He's found a way. Messi! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And he's lost his man here. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! And he scores!
কোথায়
Late
যেত গোলটা?
goal! This will be one
টান করতে পারতেছি না, টার্নিং এই সমস্যা হয়ে যেতেছে
Oh,
আমার।
that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
And that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset
কাল
has
তোমার
changed.
কাবিলিয়া।
And that is that. Brazil perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's a bit
বলেন
of
কি কি
fun.
হেল্প
When you let
করতে
them
পারবেন?
down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing
কি
side.
কি ব্যাপার
I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
আমার প্লেয়ারের সামনে যে আমি কাটে মুভ করবো না, মুভ করতে পারতেছি না। আমার ওই জায়গায় হাতের ব্রেক হয়ে যাইতেছে। ওইটার প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে, পাঁচটা আরো ভালো প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে, শুট প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে, কারণ এই যে একটা শুট আমি না দিয়ে পাস দিয়ে দিয়েছিলাম লাস্ট ম্যাচ। আমার পেজে মেসেজ দিন ভাই, ডিসক্রিপশনে আমার পেজে লিংক দেওয়া আছে, আমার পেজে একটু কষ্ট করে মেসেজ দিন। আচ্ছা, আমার পেজে মেসেজ দিন।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more...
Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Dembele. Xavi. And here's Xavi. And here's Hullet. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. It's Pele! Goal! Brazil! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. One and a shot! That's going to go a long way. And it's Vieira. Yaya Toure. Now it's Pele. Rice. Maldini. Great vision. And he was alert to it. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! He's cut it out. That's a sharp pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Xavi. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Hullet. Great ball, and he's in here. He's picked his way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. And it's Xavi. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well played. Pedri. David Villa. And that's another good win of the ball. Xavi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's come to nothing. Pedri. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে ভাই
competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
মেসেজ চেক দিয়ে রিপ্লে দিব না সমস্যা
Brazil
নেই
just ahead
And
then
now,
as
to
we
all
reach
members of the
45
crowd,
minutes.
I'd like to ask you to join
There's plenty
me
of
in
positives to
wishing our
take
birthday
despite the
boy
lead
a
being so
very
small.
special
আমার একটু দেখেন যে যে বলের উপর দিয়ে
A little more composure up
ওই
front,
ড্রিবলিংটা
perhaps. That's
কেমনে
not
করে
too much to ask.
আমার খালি ওই
Brazil
জিনিসটা বাকি
are
আছে
1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. The second half is up and running. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Can he get it? Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it
রাইজিং
all
শট
along.
নাকল
Yeah,
শট
deserves a
ডিপটিং
lot of
শট
credit
এইগুলো
for his
ট্রাই করা
willingness to
শেষ
make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cruyff.
প্র্যাকটিস সময় লাগবে ভাই সময় লাগবে প্রচুর সময় লাগবে
Thuram makes the interception. And now they can clear their lines. Brazil just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Villa. Looking for options for movement.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. And it's Xavi. And this is Hullet. Hullet! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
গুলিতে শট মিস করছে গুলিতে মাঠের বাইরে বের করে দিল।
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 25.
So we have
Mbappe.
movement on both benches.
Number 18, Dembele. Number 13, David Villa. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 3,
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation is always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the
Number
final.
22, number 23, Danny Olmo. Substitution in progress.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Barcelona have their second corner now. He's rising! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rummenigge, and the shot! And he hits the net! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he tries a shot! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of
Added
an
minute
own
has
goal.
been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that will be the final act. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Messi, voted
Please be
man
made
of the
aware
match,
that
and
smoking is
deservedly
only
so.
permitted in designated areas within these
Well, after all
grounds.
of that, Jim.
আরেকটা ম্যাচ খেলবো, এই ম্যাচ খেলেই শেষ করে দিব লাইভ। আমার অ্যাডভান্স মোড করা। অ্যাডভান্স মোড সিলেক্ট করো আমার। ট্রেনিংয়ে গিয়ে 3 বার ড্যাশ মারলে হবে। আচ্ছা, ট্রাই করবো নেক্সট।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Jim,
ঠিক আছে, দেখবো না আমি।
is the key man in this fixture.
Well, Peter, I've always liked the very all-round capabilities of this fella, Bruno Guimaraes. He's strong, competitive, aggressive without the ball, but one of the better distributors when he's on it. He usually slots into a deep midfield role, linking up with the wide men and centre-backs, but he's just as effective when he gets further up the pitch to find something more telling.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Looking for the run, Vieira. And this is chance for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's having a hit! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Thuram. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lucas Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Martinelli. He's got away. Messi. Rummenigge. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Looking to play him in. Eder Militao powering forward here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, what a ball! What a save! Terrific reactions! Now it's Pele. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Messi. He's found a way through.
That was lovely, that.
That is good strength. And he's got away from it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please be made aware that
How would you
smoking
review
is
the
only
first half?
permitted in
Brazil
designated
এখন না আরেকটা গোল দিই তারপর স্ক্রিন মারবো
transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Brazil just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's there to get it away.
না ভাই আজকে 1 vs 1 খেলবো না ডিভিশনের লাস্ট ম্যাচ লাইভ শেষ করে দিব
And it's Danilo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
but it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Yeah, can see things others simply cannot.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Makes
Goes for goal! Oh, brilliant from Lucas Paqueta! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Brazil are back in business. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
well, Peter.
What
it
the
takes something
heck?
Incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. He was absolutely spanked.
How, man?
Lucas Paqueta.
ইম্পসিবল ভাই, ইম্পসিবল। 85 রেটেড। ভাই কেমনে সম্ভব?
Substitution for Brazil. Number 13, Lucas Paqueta.
The two coaches
Number
are
41,
signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 20.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Number
Well,
3.
this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal.
Shot, surely!
Rafinha.
And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there. Both
ভাই
reading it and
আমি
dealing with
জাস্ট
it.
Number 14.
অবাক।
Brazil with the corner. They're
Substitution in
first.
progress.
Gabriel gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's through here. Neymar. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
ইমব্যালেন্স।
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
কোনামি, সব কোনামির কারিশমা।
Brazil have their second corner now. Oh, good fly!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Neymar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which
I am
scoring
অবাক।
the winner. That chance could have been it too.
I am তো অবাক,
So, third corner of the game.
পিওর অবাক।
Oh, what has happened here? He's had the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
How?
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, important interception. Yaya Toure. Pele. So, what can they make of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Messi. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Gabriel has been given a red card for the
Paler
denial of
খেলা
a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Brilliant from Pele! A finish right from the
কোনামি যে ফা গেম
We thought they were done, but
হাউ
never say never. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and
দেশে
deservedly so.
কি যে একটা অবস্থা
After all of that.
আমি আসলে জেতার জন্য এই জন্য খেলি না জেতার জন্য খেললেই মেজাজ খারাপ হয়ে যাবে নয়তো সিরিয়াসলি ডিভিশন খেলি না প্র্যাকটিস করতেছি খেলতেছি থ্যাঙ্কস ব্রাদার এই জন্য আমার ডিভিশন সিরিয়াসলি নিতে মন চায় না ডিভিশন নিলে মোবাইল মনে হয় যে এই যে এর আগে আসাদ দিছিলাম ডিসপ্লে ফাটছে এখন পর্যন্ত চেঞ্জ করিনি জেতা ম্যাচগুলো হারে দেয় না ট্রেনিং এ তো ট্রাই করি ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলি কম এই যে আজকে কতদিন পর ডিভিশন ম্যাচ ধরলাম ফ্রেন্ডলি তো খেললাম সমস্যা নাই 2-3 মাস খেলি দেখি কি অবস্থা হয় আর এদিকে ভালো সার্ভিস না আসা পর্যন্ত টুর্নামেন্ট এরকম ইয়াতে সম্ভব না ট্রেডিং ট্রাই করো ভাই ট্রেডিং কোনটা ড্যাশেরটা হ্যাঁ ড্যাশেরটা তো প্লেয়ারের কন্ট্রোলের যে ট্রেনিংটা ওটা তো অবশ্যই করতে হবে ঠিক আছে সবাই ভালো থাকেন সুস্থ থাকেন দেখা হচ্ছে পরবর্তী লাইভে আল্লাহ হাফেজ 4:30 বাজে গেছে see you in the next live bye bye see you যারা স্ট্রিমে লাইক করেন নাই প্লিজ লাইক করে দিয়েন চ্যানেল নতুন হয়ে থাকলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকলো বাই